In the recordings that we see, is there anything that you believe was being done that should not have been done by Macklin Good? The administration says she was blocking the road. They are claiming this is an act of terrorism.
Yeah, Renee Nicole Good, as you hear her say, she's not mad. She's sitting in her car, peacefully waving cars to get by. This agent, as you see, gets out of his car, automatically starts running towards her, trying to open her door. She feels scared. She tries to turn the wheel away, and then you see the other officer, who can clearly see the car is moving, move towards the front of the car, which, if they are saying that he has 10 years on service and is trained, he should know that you shouldn't be trying to get in front of a moving car. And so it is not acceptable for Kristi Noem and the president and the vice president to make these kind of judgments without there being a full investigation, even though we can see in the videos that have been produced so far that what they are describing is...
Ilhan Omar insists the woman bears no responsibility, despite video evidence showing repeated obstruction of an active ICE operation, refusal to follow lawful orders, and actions that placed officers in danger. Instead of acknowledging those facts, the narrative shifts all blame to law enforcement, dismissing personal accountability and reframing reckless behavior as victimhood.
Treasury Secretary Bessent called Minnesota ground zero for what may be the most egregious welfare scam in our nation's history to date. 85 of the 98 people who were charged by the Justice Department with this welfare scheme are Somali. And you know this, the Treasury Secretary is probing whether any of the money was somehow funneled outside the country. He actually issued new standards. He's going to make someone disclose if they receive public assistance when they try to wire money out of the country, and he's lowered the bar for suspicious activity. What is the practical impact of doing that in the community?
It's just creating fear. What they are doing is creating confusion, chaos, trying to intimidate people from...
Claiming that anti-fraud measures create chaos implies that basic oversight is somehow harmful. Policies designed to prevent misuse of public funds don't burden law-abiding recipients. If someone depends on government assistance, it's reasonable to question why large sums are being transferred abroad without scrutiny.
Argue that this is still ongoing. There was that conservative influencer who went out and posted this video that went viral, alleging that daycare facilities were pocketing public funds.
Yeah, and as you know, he went hours where these businesses were not operating.
Yep, CBS went out and did his own
again
investigation.
Creates the level of confusion and chaos that is not necessary in a moment when we are trying to deal with a serious problem that needs serious people to be able to address it.
But do you think there was no recorded evidence of fraud according to the CBS investigation that was conducted? But Governor Walz did choose to not run for re-election. He dropped out of the race because of all of this.
Because he wants to focus on defending our state and not defending a seat.
Do you think there has been a sufficient level of...
This is the moment where scrutiny turns toward documented fraud cases and the political fallout surrounding them, including the Quality Learning Center and leadership decisions made amid mounting pressure.
And people coming in to our city and creating the level of terror that they have created.
Well, the administration argues that they have to do it because the state failed to, right?
The federal government and the state have been working peacefully together and have brought justice to these 87 people that you've described. None of this search that they have conducted has produced any sort of criminal activity. They haven't been able to charge anyone as of yet.
Well, the administration also announced they're going to cut food stamps to Minnesota because they say some of the food stamp money had been embezzled here.
And those are the things that are being litigated, and it is again unconstitutional for them to do so.
Are you confident that the fraud that has been discovered is no longer being conducted now? Is there any justification for saying this food stamp money is somehow being misused?
Yeah, there are ways to investigate fraud, which we have been doing in Minnesota, which the federal government has been doing under the Biden administration. There is no reason for them to use this level of rhetoric. There is no reason for them to fully stop
Here, misleading claims are repeated despite extensive documentation. The Quality Learning Center faced dozens of violations, was closed, yet continued receiving millions in public funds. After exposure, visible attempts were made to retroactively legitimize operations, even while regulatory issues remained unresolved. Despite unresolved questions and ongoing investigations, the demand is not for transparency, but for uninterrupted funding, regardless of oversight failures or misuse concerns. Multiple states have resisted sharing welfare participation data, complicating federal oversight. In Minnesota, fraud investigations have already revealed significant losses. Halting audits or enforcement doesn't protect vulnerable people. It protects systems that failed. Continued resistance only deepens public distrust and invites further federal intervention. If these investigations continue, accountability may reach higher levels. That's why the push isn't for reform, but for silence. The facts matter, and ignoring them won't make the evidence disappear.